Last time I saw Brian, he had an amazing tour bus that I was not invited on to take a look at.
Oh,
wow. What happened there?
Why?
Maybe it's because of your penchant for diapers.
I didn't realize you wanted to check it out.
I didn't know you were in tour bus.
Well, you know.
That was very impressive.
Yeah,
Brand new tour bus with Brian Regan.
And they come with the drugs and the broads.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I wondered how they got them.
They have, yeah.
You don't have to pick them up at the venue.
No, the drugs and the broads.
Oh, see, that takes away from the myth. I always thought you had to work something.
No.
What would Brian Regan do on a tour bus, though?
Nilla wafers and chocolate milk.
Yeah.
and naps.
and a nice Disney film.
Yeah, fun books.
I'm going to get a little wild.
Right in the back. I'm going to watch a Disney film in my boxers.
What are you guys talking about? We got Etch-a-Sketches, we got Slinkies, none of that lame stuff.
6-pack of near beer in case the tits get on.
That's right, man. We got wine coolers. Come on.
It's probably a filth bag bus. It probably has cuffs, spiked alcohol roofies.
Yeah. I know Brian gets done with his act. Everybody, even people of all ages, races, sexual orientation, leaving the show with smiles on their faces because Brian was so funny. And then Brian gets back in the bus and just like, all right, where are the bitches? Where are the bitches? I want to torture some bitches.
Yeah, well, show's over at that point, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's Brian time.
Brian time.
See, in his bedroom, he's got condoms and a mallet.
Where's the hardware store? I need more duct tape.
I figure out the mallet part.
In case she gets lippy. Yeah, you croqueter.
Where can I get chloroform in Cleveland?
Yes. I need a hanky and some staples. What? I love Regan.
Yeah, well, some people think, you can't possibly be like you are on stage all the time.
Yeah, well, that would be hard.
Even though there has been a noticeable change, which on anyone else you wouldn't even notice, but with you, I'd almost call it bitter. This bitterness on stage. Your act's a little more angry.
Yeah, well, I like to play around with different things up there, you know what I mean? I don't want to just be the doofus all the time.
You'll talk about certain people, like, I love when you talk about going to the butterfly pavilion.
Yeah.
And I believe in your act, you're a little mean to the person that runs the butterfly pavilion. I think that's mean-spirited. Wait, what's coming from you?
What's that all about?
My attitude is hell with him.
Yeah.
And his butterflies.
And his stupid butterflies.
Well, they ask you, when you walk in with your kids, and you're in, like, happy family mode, and the guy's like, if you have any butterfly questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And you got your kids, so they're expecting you to ask questions, so you got to brainstorm, and it ain't fun. You guys be hovering around behind you, you're like, does this one like to eat? He does. Okay. Do you ever take a break? No, you don't. Okay. I was thinking, though, could there be a better job than working in a butterfly pavilion? What could possibly go awry? So how was work there? Don't even get me started. I've had it up to here with those butterflies. I had this yellow one landing lightly on flowers. And this purple one fluttering around and around. Like I don't know what he's up to. I can't take the politics.
We're catching Brian up on everything. I was telling Brian I got engaged.
Yeah.
He's going to me. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And then looks at Anthony and,
hey, sorry.
And sorry for what you're going through.
How weird it is, two guys sitting right next to each other and one, hey, fantastic. And you, wow. Gee. Sorry. But I bet you're happy for Opie. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I think you're... Are you happy for me? I never asked you officially.
I'm very happy for you. I'm just not into the institution that is marriage.
Anthony doesn't want to be married, doesn't want to have kids.
I absolutely am happy and wish you all the best.
Look at Brian. He's happily married. He's got a few kids, too, I believe.
Two
kids?
He's never home. He's never home.
I was on stage one time, and there was a guy sitting up front, and I don't know how I got talking to him, and I said, do you have kids? And he goes, yeah. And I said, how many? He goes, 5 or 6. What kind of answer is that? How can you have 5 or 6 kids? I got like 5 or 6 kids.
Absolutely.
I'm going to round it off by, I guess, 6, 5, whatever. Somewhere in there. Like 5 or 6 kids. That would be like something I would think you would know. Like you would nail that.
Yeah.
That's one of those things you should absolutely know exactly.
Absolutely know. You don't. You might not know, how many, I don't know, something else you might have.
It's something else.
This isn't a bit, obviously, because if it was a bit, I would have a word instead of the something else part.
Not well honed.
You really tricked us.
How many things?
Brian really tricked us there. I really thought he was just saying it into a bit.
No.
It was just knowledge. It was just
a
banter.
Thing that happened.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Sean in Jersey. Sean, what's going on? Sean?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Dude, Brian, you are crazy. I've seen you for last, I don't even know how many years, like on Comedy Central.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
All right. Thank you.
Makes me die laughing every time.
I appreciate
Keep
that,
it
man.
up.
And with the beauty of Brian Regan, too, I've seen Brian probably a dozen times easily, and every time just about 75% of the act easily is different.
Yeah.
Easily.
I
Always coming up with new stuff.
I have a bad memory. I can't remember anything from night to night. That was a very nice compliment, but it's like weird in only in comedy can somebody call you crazy, and it's like it makes you feel good. It's like no other field. Man, you're nuts. You're like completely out of your mind. Yeah, well, thank you. I do surgery over at the. You're like a crazy lunatic surgeon. You're like nuts. Wow, I appreciate that.
And then the other 25% is stuff that people want to hear so badly
that they shout it out.
Yeah.
Well,
don't want that.
No,
They do show up for it, though.
Yeah. I go out front before the shows, and I hand out slips of paper. You yell this.
You yell this one.
You yell this after he yells that, because this one segues from the other one.
Now look, I'm probably gonna treat you a little harsh. I'm gonna yell at you, and you may even be thrown out. But it's for the greater good of Brian
the
Regan.
good of the whole show. You see my glasses and how cool I look, right? Well.
How old's your oldest?
Just turned 9.
Wow.
Does he realize how funny his dad is?
It's weird because I never push what I do on my kids, But, he knows I'm a comedian. But now he's starting to get more curious about it, and he'll ask me, like, when I'm putting him to bed, if I'll do, like, a bit from my act or something. Man, talk about nervous. I swear to God, I'm more nervous doing a bit for my son, because it's like, I don't care if, 1,000 people, don't like a joke, but if my boy doesn't like it,
Yeah.
And he's like, so I'll do a little bit and my heart's pounding, and he'll go, oh, that's funny, Daddy. Oh, thank God.
Instead of just going, boo!
Boo! Yeah.
You suck!
Yeah. Get out of my bedroom!
Just heckling.
You bore me, Father.
He rolls over, you hack.
Bring on the next.
That would be the harshest thing ever. If your kid called you a hack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be like a nightmare I'm gonna have one night.
Great joke, Dad, in 1988. What is there, a brick wall behind you? All right, easy, you're 9. How do you know this?
Yeah, right.
His iPod's full of other comedians.
Rich Boss is God is his website.
He Googles anybody but my dad.
Hey, Mom, bring on the next guy.